Good evening and tonight, viewers. It's Three Roads Gaming here with more BOTW DLC. TLOZ, BOTW, DLC, LOL, JK. Major test of Strength Plus. I just want that so he doesn't immediately shoot at me. This is actually a really tough battle. Here's what you need to do. Alright, pay attention to my strategy. You're gonna hit him once with that. Good game.
Pick up goodies.
Yes. Okay, I can definitely...
There's no way you don't have.
I have a worse Guardian Spear. I don't really need two spiked mop on clubs. There we are. But instead of just a simple shrine thingy, we're gonna get 10 bomb arrows. Don't use them in here. Actually, what you want here? Shock arrows. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give myself the Thunder Helm just in case. Also, let's see. Give myself... The armor doesn't really matter. I'll stick with the stealth gear. There's gonna be a bunch of guardians in here. If I could just get up there, I could get the key, but I can't, so I won't. Yeah, shock arrow is going to be pretty damn handy in here. I can, like, pull this off. That was worth a shot. Good times. The Thunder Helms, just in case I gotta drop one really close to me. Excellent. What we got over here? I guess this is the path to the... Ooh, a chest. Guardian goodies, always handy. I think this is the first key. Goodies in here? Excellent. Hey! Use that to make an ancient bow. Alright. Just in case there's unfriendlies when I... Alright. There we are. Yeah, therein lies the problem. I should have waited for the cutscene to finish before I jumped. Thankfully, it tends to remember where you are. Like it started me up with the key. Let's start with the ice arrows. Okay, shock arrows. Yeah, see, this can be a little bit of a challenge because you were always one hit point away from death. That's why I tend to utilize high-risk strategies to do what I need to do. There we are. Okay, now this time I'm going to wait for the cutscene to finish before I jump. Matter of fact, I'm going to cry honest, give myself a little extra verticality. There we are. Yes, ice arrow on the middle too. I don't care about ancient springs enough to go get those. Ice arrow on the middle too, shock arrow on the wingman. You're golden. Really, even if you just triple arrow the guy in the absolute middle, you'll probably knock him off the ledge. Bomb arrow... Oh, bomb arrow might send him fly into that other ledge, so I wouldn't risk it. Ice arrow tends to be the safest play, especially with a triple bow. It won't push him as far as a bomb arrow would. Alright. Hey, there's Cass. Not really. He's like a bard. A spoony bard, if you will. Except instead of trying to plow the daughter that you had very late in life, he helps you with side quests. As a matter of fact, he could reliably be called the deuteragonist of this whole DLC thing. Here's your word for the day. Thing. Oh, good lord, this one, I hate it. Hate it with the passion of 1,000 fiery suns. Oh well. Alright. Pull this closer. Closer to here. And that's why I hate it. It is so easy to land on these spikes. Oh, magnesis. I guess since I started with cryonis, that's what it's going to remember. Get over here. See if I can... There. That chest is not worth it. Alright. One should be doable. There we are. Alright. Now for this one. Start from here. Oy. Okay. Wow, that's the first time I've mostly gotten through unscathed. The hurt boxes on those spikes is like the most random thing ever. You will like graze one of them and that's it for you. Alright. I think Cass will show up around here somewhere. Oh, I might only show up at the halfway mark there. No, I won't. There we are. Yowaka Ita. This one isn't too bad. Need magnesis for this one. But yeah, jump off that first block when it's stationary. For the spike room, just cut off that first one. Ugh. I just cut off the first one, stasis the second, grab the third. So we do here. Ah. Yeah, that's the annoying part of this. Want the big one. Gotta be really careful. I would baby step it. There. Now you don't gotta be careful. We can infinite mass it right on in there. Ironically, the chest is the easier of the two to get. Oh yeah, one of my bows broke. I was about to say I have no use for that, but I do. We need a key. If that contains a key or not. Okay, well that could have ended badly. 5 bomb arrows. Not kicking those out of bed. Alright. Now the box will show up, but it'll be empty. Alright. Now I want the small ball. This one I can just grab. Yeah, I wanted to kind of use the scoop there as a shield. Which worked. Anyway, now that we've done that, we walk out. We have conquered these trials. Anyway, it's going to return our strength to us, I believe. And then it's going to awaken the next phase of the DLC quest. I'm just going to skip that part. We can see where they are on the map. Alright. Gonna go back to my good armor. Alright. So I'm going to go for the cold gear this time. Because I'm going to go to Vomito first. Oh yeah, you're going to want all of the map visible for this. Just trust me. That or consult a guide, because it basically assumes you've got the map. Alright. This way. There it is. I see it. That little three-pronged job over there. There we are. Once we get close, we're going to be given 3 tasks. Oh, yeah. I really haven't spoken to him yet. So basically, the gist of this is we're going to do the things that made these champions so great. It would be like if, 100 years after Cordell Stewart threw that like 70-yard pass to win that long shot of a game, someone would have to do that to honor his spirit. Trying to think of a more obscure one. Alright. So these will roughly tell you where to look for. That is very clearly near Shawarvo. Up here, the flight range. Yes. This one right here, that's very clearly right around here-ish. Sure. That's where I'm looking at. Yeah, it seems about right. This one is just west of... Just west of the summit of Hebra. Alright. So let's go tackle... First question. How am I on stamina, Chow? My cup runneth over with stamina, Chow. Got plenty of arrows. I got an ancient bow. I really recommend an ancient bow for this one because it doesn't curve like the others. And you want precision shooting. But the first-person bows are going to be a smidge too cumbersome for this challenge. There'll be a Rito in here. I think, maybe. Or not. Well, regardless, what we have to do here, we have to hit 4 targets on the exact same descent. Oh wait, now. Without opening our paraglider. Alright. There we are. There are a few shrines that I think are candidates for some of the worst placements in the game. This is definitely one of them. We're gonna get one in this DLC that's worse, though. You know the one I'm thinking of. But yes. Ancient bow is the best for that because when you're shooting from a distance, especially when everything's all slowed down, it is a little harder to judge the arc. Four wins. Oh, I know this one. The bomb arrows are going to play real nice with it. Okay, I didn't realize that was going to work, but... Oh, I guess I hit the, I hit the... I hit the switch. Alright. What I want to do here... That was a whoopsie. Oh well, it'll save whatever... It'll save whatever wins I turned on. Okay. That one. Ah. That's the one that I was thinking of. This was the one I was thinking of when I thought of Shelwarvo. You know, I'm gonna... There we are. Fill her up. Alright. Oh no. No, it's all good. It'll eventually reopen. See, I told you, it would eventually reopen. Anyway, now we can use these 4 winds to ascend. Alright, I think I know what to do here. We go around and... Yep. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. Get up there, damn it. Alright. There. Now that I know what to do, I know exactly where to land. There. Alright. Do I have a worse shield? I do. There we are. But yes, kind of mind your stamina meter on this one. Because you can expend all of your energy paragliding without realizing it. Because you can so easily go from updraft to updraft. Meadows emblem. Doesn't get us much. Alright. 2 remain. Just gonna go ahead and knock them all out and make this a feature-length episode. Alright. Now, I'll go over to this one. I want the pink one. Also, you're gonna need a good shield on this one. Good old-fashioned spear hunting. I believe it's around here. Yes, I was right. Ha ha! I was pretty damn close. I like when I'm pretty damn close. Anyway, the name of the game here is shield surfing. Hopefully you're good at it. Or you've played lots of Tony Hawk. Either or. How am I so terrible at the FF7 snowboarding game? And yet I'm pretty damn good at this. Different physics, I guess, but still. But yeah, pretty much every one of these is going to be like some weird physical challenge. And then you're going to have to go through a bunch of rings like this. I think this is the only one that requires shield surfing, though. Anyway, once you see this big job right here, you're done. I believe in terms of shrine proximity, these two shrines are the closest to one another. Because there's this one right here, and then there's the other one right there. But now that I have this one, I'm not going to bother with the other one. Because I can just warp there and grab it at another point. But yeah, the other one's like mere steps away. It's remarkable. Master the orb. Orb. Okay, so this is just a big ol' orb thingy. Get up here. Cryonis underfoot. Damn it. Okay. There we are. See what goodness we've got here. I don't need that many close range bows. Quick shot. Well, this one's been used, so there we are. Okay, so the ball goes down here. This way. So the first thing we do is move these here. There. Get those going. And that'll force it along this path. It's here. Okay. Stasis ready to go. And then once it's heading on that downward path, hell yeah. I like that one. It's pretty fun. Probably the most enjoyable of the DLC. Definitely up there. I can get that other shrine another time after I warp. You know, I actually think it's either at the green or the pink. I'm going to go to the pink first. Yeah, I'm feeling better about this one. I seem to remember this being the way. Definitely on one of these lower ledges. Okay, yeah, the fact there's a smoke coming up from a fire. That definitely means that we get a ancient bow going for this one. Ooh, yeah. See here. Boulder breaker. Breaks boulders. Ooh, that's good stuff. Might as well. Not bad. Alright, let's talk to this fine gentleman here. So basically... Oh yeah, I'm going to stick on the full flame breaker gear. There, now I'm fireproof. Alright, so you want its horns to do that. And since I'm fireproof, this fire ain't gonna hurt me. There we are. I got a shard of his horn, but I don't really need it. There it is. Also, you can't land on him. It'd be really cool if you could. Oh well, maybe someday. There we are. Tanagar Canyon here also ain't a bad place to do some mining. Any of these rare? Nah. Not exactly hurting for cashola, so if it ain't rare, if it ain't rare, I don't care. Shira Gomar. Oh, I think I remember which one this is. I think I remember. Oh, okay. Never mind. Not the one that I think it is. Bomb arrows are going to make your life so much easier in this one. Unless you're too close to the bomb arrows and you fall. Oh well. I was still able to do it. I think what we were supposed to do there is put a bomb in the wind stream. Okay. That is the upside of these giant, or of these super high up ones. You can generally get to a safer elevation. Okay, so what we want to do here... We want to... Well, we want to do that successfully is what we want to do. Okay, well that's fine. I can get down here. How much easier life would be. Hate this. There we go. Finally. I'm not even gonna screw with the item. I want to get out of here. Alright, we have gotten all of Meadow's emblems. And we can go to Divine Beast Vomito. But that's going to be next time on Let's Play Breath of the Wild. It's been Three Roads Gaming. Sure, I'm glad the road brought you here. Hope it brings you back my way again soon. Have a good one, everybody.